Yeah, to read a book that is essentially your life story from somebody that has no idea who you are is just it's another enlightenment. It's
Hmm.
another like oof that, oh my God, I'm not alone in the universe. And that's what happened to me in the first when I told my story the first time with Lindsay. Oh my God, people reached out and
Mhm.
told me their stories. And I'm like, wow, I'm not alone in this. And another thing, I'm not alone in this. But the more we share these experiences, the more we find we're not alone in this. I think by design, we're made to feel like we're all separate. We're made to stand 6 feet apart so we don't feel each other's energy. We're made to be on the other side of the, they don't understand how great that we're talking. And Brandon's on the East Coast. You're in New England somewhere. We're in the desert Southwest. I've been talking to guys in Australia. I've been talking to dudes in Costa Rica that have similar experiences, expats and stuff, that we're really living it. This isn't theory. This isn't a story. These are our lives. And the thing is we all, every single one of us are, whether we are aware of it or not, can live very rich spiritual lives just by sitting here and not having to go to church and do all your billion Hail Marys or follow this regimented plan. Like this is exactly how you do it, which is what all the old mystics were like. Here's how you do it. Here's how you're magic. This you have to be this. It has to be that. That's not how we as humans are. We are all different. So we should all be finding our own magic, right? So I've been, on this journey. And unbeknownst to me, I had no idea what the word shamanism really was. And I definitely had never put the two together, like owls and shamanism and UFOs. Um,
Do tell.
so when I started sharing my owl pictures, my experiences with the owls in 2019, people were like, first of all, they were saying they thought, oh, you're being abducted by aliens. I think these are real fucking owls, people. Just pay attention. And then I got this message in one of my Facebook groups, or one of the chats, and I'd been sharing some of my owl pictures, and they're like, "Do you think maybe that you're going through a shamanic initiation?" And I'm like, hmm? And so I had never even thought of any of that, but I had already, like, all the things that I had started already understanding, and the little enlightenments and the little epiphanies. I'm like, oh, that's what a shamanic initiation is that you saw the universe from outside of it. Like because I did a 3-day fast under the owl tree in a 3-day meditation with them, and
Mm.
it opened up. It was a psychedelic experience. Like it,
Wow.
when I describe it, um, friends of mine who've done DMT were like, dude, you were doing DMT. And I was like,
Your own DMT.
I wasn't doing a DMT, but here's the other thing too, is not only was I doing my own DMT because your body makes it,
Produces. Yeah.
produces it, that that tree is an acacia.
It's an acacia. That's right. You said that before. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot.
And that experience, I saw like this whole fractilinear nature to life and the universe. And I was talking to the trees and talking to the animals. And this was before any, I'd heard the word shamanism, what people think that is. And it really is only a spiritual understanding, comes from like they think comes from the Caucasus or Russia, or, the Russian tribalism, but that's where the word comes from. That understanding was global. Every single, it was the first spiritual understanding. So every groups of people had the same, they had shamans and they had spiritual understanding that was based on nature. Every single paganism, Tingrenism, the stuff that the Mayas and the Toltecs were teaching, it was all the same thing. It's all specific shamanism, nature shamanism. And I didn't have any idea that that's what I was doing. But now I'm the weird guy with that wears a medicine bag and making trying to make magic wands as gifts for my daughter. I never thought, it wasn't even on my scope 5 years ago.
So you're doing that now, making wands out of crystals.
Well,
Nice.
I do actually. I've kind of, so here's the thing is I really feel like when you find your own magic, you will learn all the tools and you will integrate them all, right? You'll
Yeah.
figure out, because I've started working in throat singing and those kind of things too.
Ooh, wow.
But this, so I was doing a wand for my daughter. And as I'm doing it, these notches kind of come out and you can see
Oh,
that
wow.
where
The knots of
the
the,
thorns,
yeah. The thorns.
it's hard to see, but
They look like owls. Oops.
Oh my gosh, they do.
yeah, they are. I've carved them into it, but I used the actual knot in the
Yeah.
wood just to bring out the owl face. And there's